I had no idea about it, and anyone that hears about it just thinks, what the hell is Frisbee? You just throw a Frisbee to your dog or something.
Hello, I'm Simon Urquhart, the president of the Townsville Ultimate Disc Association, and running all Ultimate Frisbee events in North Queensland. When I first heard about it, I was skeptical as everybody else is about it, and it kind of took me a few convincings to come down, but it's probably one of the greatest things I've ever been convinced into doing. And just the atmosphere that it holds, like you get down there, you can get on the field, you can have a good time, you can meet new people there, but you can play as hard as or as little as you want. Like I get out there and I can run as hard as I am, which may not be as hard as some other players who have a much fitter lifestyle than I do, but I still go out there and push it as hard as I can, enjoy as much as I can, and just have a lot of fun. It's played on a field similar to the size of a normal rugby field or a gridiron field. It's the end zones are much bigger, like the try area. Played with 7 people on the line, like on one team. You can have as many subs as you want on the sideline, but you can't substitute unless there's a point being made. It's very similar to kind of netball in the sense that once you catch the disc, you can't run with it, so that you need to rely on your other teammates to keep moving the disc around the field. You have a stall count they have once you catch the disc, that you've got 10 seconds once the opposition comes up and starts counting you to throw it to another teammate, otherwise it's a turnover. Anytime it touches the ground, it's a turnover, but the biggest difference from any other sport is that it's self-refereed even at the international level.
My name's Tim, and I'm a soldier. I was going out with an American girl, and that's how I got into Frisbee. It's a great way to unwind and get away from all my army mates, because, you get a bit sick of working with them all week, and, all they do is drink on their days off. So it's a great way to meet new people that I wouldn't otherwise know and get fit in the meantime.
It's a 175-gram disc. It's a little more kind of rounded and not as sharp edges, so it's a lot easier to handle, a lot easier to catch, a lot easier to throw. The most regular way to do it would most likely be your backhand. Everyone knows the backhand. If you think of throwing a Frisbee, that is the way. There's a different way of throwing it on the other side of your body, because when you play you will have someone called a mark, which will stop you throwing at a certain position. So you've got to be able to throw it all different directions and angles, and so there's different throws to be able to throw it that way. But I'd say some of the most interesting ones are like your thumber, or your hammer is probably one of the ones that you kind of throw like a tennis serve that goes over your head. It's quite large over in the States, and it's slowly being pushed around the world. But right now in Australia, we've got just shy of about 4,000 players. It's quite large down in Sydney and Melbourne. They usually have about 6 or 7 teams that play down there quite regularly, but also getting large in like Canberra and Newcastle, Adelaide, Brisbane, and now hopefully up in North Queensland. It's been going on for, I'd say, the last 5 or 6 years, where Townsville have been trying to compete with at least Brisbane, just being the closest neighbour to compete against. But in the last, I'd say, 3 years, we've really started to try and push as hard as we can to get a much more competitive. We did get third. Normally, there's about 6 or 7 teams in the men's league that play to fight for the 2 spots to go to nationals. We got third and won the wild card about 2 years ago to go to Melbourne to play there.
My name is Stina Langeland. I'm from Norway, and I'm studying at JCU. I'm marine biology. I don't know, it's just I'm competitive. I've been playing soccer for a long time, and it's just, really competition and all. It's just fun. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of fun. It's very social. It's a good environment. We do play in Norway. It's not a very big thing, so it's more people just meeting in a park and playing for fun. Yeah, I don't see myself just quitting, because I miss it after 2 days. I was like, oh my god, I need to play Frisbee with someone. So hopefully I'll get something going in Norway.
We're going to be down in regionals to definitely put ourselves as a mark and to put ourselves as a force on the Ultimate Frisbee front, and to make ourselves a force reckoning for 2011, where we actually plan on making it to nationals and putting a good dent in it and a good effort at it.